Do you find yourself easily manipulated? For most empaths, I would say the answer is probably yes. As an empath, there are people in this world who will consciously and subconsciously latch onto you and get you to do what they want by manipulating you. For example, if you're an empath and you find yourself lonely and someone gives you a little attention, a little kindness, you'll probably do whatever they want. If you're an empath who really, really just wants everyone to like them, you're probably going to be easily manipulated into saying things and doing things that you really don't deep down believe in, just to be liked. For others, like me, it might be the shame and guilt route. I don't know why. It probably has to do with the way I was brought up, but the shame and guilt really did a number on me for many, many years. Thank goodness, not nearly as much anymore. I've broken free from so much of that. I'd like to focus on shame and guilt today and help you let that go. Maybe that's a way you've been manipulated before. We're going to do some energy work. We're going to work with some energy points on the body and some clearing breaths to let it go. And then we're going to circle back and look at the wisdom we're meant to learn. Guilt and shame can be some of the lowest frequency emotions because they can keep us very, very stuck and immobilized. But if we let them go, close off those energy pathways that allowed us to take on guilt and shame from others, and then we go within, breathe, look at the wisdom we were meant to learn through those experiences of being guilted and shamed, then it's a wonderful opportunity for growth and forward momentum. So today we're going to work with a very simple breath. It's a double inhale through the nose and a sigh out the mouth. It's kind of like this. Very simple, very powerful breath. And we're going to work with some specific energy points. Let's start with letting go of shame. First thing I want you to do is close your eyes, and I want you to think about ways you've been shamed before, people who have shamed you before. And if there's a person or situation that has caused you the most shame, I invite you to acknowledge that. And when you think about shame, notice where you feel it in your body. Wonderful. Now I want to invite you to use your right index finger to press right in the center of the forehead, right between the eyebrows. This is called the hypothalamus point. And this point helps us specifically with clearing out shame. You're going to press this point, maybe massage it a little bit for the next few breaths while we breathe. And we're going to do the double inhale through the nose and the big sigh out the mouth to clear. I want you to sharply breathe in a moment to that place in the body where you feel shame with the double inhale. And let's go ahead and do that. Big sigh out the mouth, let it go. 2 more times. Big breath into wherever the shame is. Big sigh out. And 1 more. Big, big, deep, powerful double inhale. Big sigh out. Wonderful. Now you can release that energy point. And let's move on to guilt for a moment. If your eyes are not closed, I invite you to close your eyes for just a little reflection on guilt. Think about the people who have thrown guilt at you before, the situations that have caused you to feel guilt. And let the most prominent sources of guilt come to the surface of your awareness. And notice where you feel guilt in the body when it comes up. When you're ready, go ahead and open your eyes. We're going to work with 2 points on the left side of the rib cage and the right side of the rib cage. These are called the spleen energy points. So we're going to find the bottom rib on both sides. You can use your index finger on both sides. Start at the bottom rib and count up to the 4th rib. 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way on the sides of your body. Might be a little tender, especially if you're carrying any guilt. And you're just going to press here, maybe massage a little bit of pressure as we do that clearing breath again. Think about where you feel guilt in the body as you press those spleen energy points. Take your big, sharp double inhale into the guilt. Big sigh out the mouth. 2 more times. 1 more. Double inhale. Really strong. Big clearing breath. Let it go. Beautiful. And then I'd like you to think of that source of guilt. If guilt has been the thing that's been an issue for you, then I want you to think of if it's a person who caused it for you or tried to make you feel guilty. I want you to think or say their name out loud and then repeat after me. You can say the name. I no longer accept your guilt. The road to receive it is permanently closed, and I release all the old guilt to pure divine light. 1 big inhale through the nose. Single sigh out the mouth. Now let's do the same with shame. Think of a person or situation that has caused you a lot of shame. Briefly state the name of that person or say the situation out loud if you were able, if not in your own head. And then repeat after me. I no longer accept your shame. The road to receive it is permanently closed. And I release all the old shame to pure divine light. 1 final clearing breath. Big inhale. Big sigh out. And there's an affirmation that helps us turn both guilt and shame into wisdom. And the affirmation is really simple. I learn from all of life's experiences. You can say it aloud or silently with me from the heart and from the solar plexus. Deep breath in and join me. I learn from all of life's experiences. 2 more times. Deep breath in. I learn from all of life's experiences. 1 more time. I learn from all of life's experiences. And if your eyes are not closed now, I invite you to close them for a brief reflection. Since guilt and shame both can teach us wisdom and help us grow if we choose that path instead of letting them keep us stuck. What is the wisdom you were meant to learn from guilt and or shame? What is the wisdom you are meant to learn from guilt and or shame? Let your own soul speak to your conscious mind and point out that wisdom now. When you're ready, open your eyes just for a moment. One of the best antidotes to guilt and shame is being very firmly rooted in our own discernment, the discernment that comes from within, instead of looking externally for validation or others' approval. That inner discernment, when that's our guide, it's a lot harder for us to be shamed or guilted. There's an energy point, the solar plexus, that helps us really boost and root into our discernment. So if you want to just take maybe your right index finger and gently press on the solar plexus, located about midway between the navel and the sternum. And if you'd like to close your eyes again one more time. If you like to visualize, imagine a bright yellow light at the solar plexus. And if you're less visual, just imagine a warmth there at the solar plexus. We're just going to do 3 equal inhales and exhales into that yellow light, strengthening it, boosting it, strengthening our courage, our confidence, and our sense of discernment. Breathing in for a count of 3 to that yellow light at the solar plexus. 1, 2, 3. Exhale through the nose. 1, 2, 3. Keep pressing gently on the solar plexus as we breathe in. 1, 2, 3. Exhale through the nose. 1, 2, 3. And one last time. Deep breath in through the nose to the solar plexus. 1, 2, 3. Exhale through the nose. 1, 2, 3. And a final affirmation. I am discerning. Just say it out loud or silently from your heart. I am discerning. Beautiful. When you are ready, open your eyes. Guilt and shame no more, manipulated no more. You are free. You are free to move forward boldly, strong, courageously, and trusting in that inner guidance that comes from within. Have a beautiful rest of your day. I look forward to speaking with you next time.